Best late entry of the century. Braga!
And of course, we are in the Carnival season, and one of the amazing things about Trinidad and Tobago Carnival is the ability to influence other carnivals around the world. And so Miami Carnival is no different. And we're actually going to be talking to two gentlemen associated with the association who are in charge of Miami Carnival. And so joining us this morning on set, we have Mr. John Beckford. Of course, he's the marketing director of Miami Carnival, and Mr. Larson Phipps, who is also the director of Juve and entertainment also for Miami Carnival. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Yeah, I feel like I'm home.
When did you guys touch down? Last night, earlier this week?
But John just came in.
No, he just came in. Wow.
Yes,
so straight off the plane into the set. From the jumbo jet onto the set. Love it. I mean, have you been able to take part in Carnival as yet?
Yes, I came in for Panorama.
Yes.
So,
how was that?
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, I mean, right off the bat, do we have a panorama as well in Miami Carnival, like a pan competition?
We do.
Okay, good.
We do. And we do have guest bands that come in from time to time.
Okay, nice. So Miami Carnival, I'm not sure who's going to take this one, but tell us about it. Tell us the date it's going to be and what makes Miami Carnival so special.
Wow. I'll start with what makes Miami Carnival so special.
Yes.
You know, I think we're a great hybrid of a carnival. The experience is a little different because you're not on the public streets. You know, that's been a challenge in South Florida. We haven't gotten that respect yet to really take the carnival on the road. But having said that, the revelers, the masqueraders, do enjoy the fact that there's a...
There's still a sort of parade route.
Well, we still have a parade route, but it's contained, and so you don't have that element of folks crashing the band and somebody trying to thief a wine and things. So, the experience is a little different. And then, of course, we have the concert after the parade. So, those two elements gives you like the best of both worlds. That's why we have Larson heading up the entertainment to make sure that we, tap the best talent that's coming out of Trinidad and Tobago. For Miami Carnival. So, I mean, after Trinidad, everybody starts to talk about Miami.
Yes.
So, and that's why, one of the reasons why we're here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I know there was a version of Miami Carnival. Was it last year you had something, or is it going to be a return for Miami Carnival as well?
Oh, no, we started in 2022.
Yes. So tell us about some of the, because I know that you're in charge of entertainment. Tell us what we can look forward to before that big day for the parade route.
Well, our entertainment actually is on the day of the parade. So we search for the likes of Cass, Patrice Roberts, Nadia, Farmer, these are the, and then we also look into towards the Caribbean, like the Antiguan, we have Burning Flames, and so that we're looking at this year to come on board.
Antigua have good talent, boy. Let me tell you.
Yes, he has been to Antigua. He has been to Antigua Carnival. Yes.
So I've never been to Miami Carnival, and I'm sure some of our viewers have never been to Miami Carnival. Who knows if this is going to be a first? But what I wanted to ask is, okay, cool. So for TNT Carnival, we have this lead up to Carnival, where we have the fests, we have the cultural events, we have the competitions, that sort of thing. Do we see a same vision like that in Miami, or is the focus just on that one day when the bands are parading the route?
No, there's a similar.
Right.
There's similarities. We start off with Junior Carnival on the weekend before, which is September 30th. That is our, of course, Junior Carnival is the future of Carnival.
Yes.
So we have that as well. Leading up, we have the parties all throughout the week. Most times, our Carnival is based a lot on New York. We do a lot of marketing in New York. A lot of New Yorkers come down.
They have a passage.
They have started to come earlier. So our fests have now begun on the Monday.
The Monday before the parade.
Correct.
Yes.
So the fests are going on. We have Panorama on the Friday night. Of course, it's a competition.
Yes.
And then we move right into Juve.
Nice.
Now, Juve as well is contained because you don't have the ability to put it on the streets. Not like Trinidad. Again, you're talking about, the dirty part of Juve.
Yes.
And the folks in the US just don't understand. They come out one morning and see mud, paint, oil on the walls.
They make a call. They want to know what's going on. It's time to make a phone call.
It's crazy.
Yes.
So that's why it's contained. But again, the best of two worlds. We do have, a route as well for Juve. And we are at about 30,000 right now.
Nice.
30,000 for Juve.
Yeah. So when you say that you have a certain parade route, is it that it's in like a lane, as we would say in TNT, or like a side street, or how exactly is the parade done?
Well, we are contained in a park.
Oh, in a park.
Right.
It's 2 parks.
Okay.
Two-
Okay.
So we join the 2 parks.
Yes.
And it's a route around.
Okay.
the
And
park.
of course, will we see also music trucks,
Music,
drinks
exactly.
trucks, same thing.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
And the fun part about it is that we are able to have the drinks truck and so forth, the music inside. Once we go on the road, it's a different liability.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
with that now, people can enjoy the all-inclusive bands and so.
Yeah. Now, I know it is the bit of both worlds, as you mentioned, right, in terms of having it contained, but also giving that similar experience. But what will it take to bring them out on the streets to get maybe even a larger crowd, to get more vibe? Is it a conversation with the mayor? Is it awareness so people in Miami can understand how important and truly unique a carnival is?
It is a governmental conversation that we must have.
And that
I
we've
think
started to have.
We have started, yes.
Yeah,
We have started to have.
It's going to take
Time.
some folks in, yes.
Yes.
So we've started the conversation years ago, and it's we're slowly getting to that point. But again, I hate to get on the political platform, but until we start to vote for folks that are for us or by us, you know what I'm saying? Then the conversation is always going to be a little more challenging.
Yeah, because we need somebody there who understands what it is. Yes.
Yes.
So that's where the power of the vote really comes in, to play. So, a lot of folks from the Caribbean, we migrate to the U.S., but then we don't become involved. So we're on the sidelines. Other groups don't do that. People like to complain about the Cuban Americans, but they have representation local level all the way to Washington D.C. We need to have that same chain of command, so that when we have these conversations, it's a lot easier, and then we'll be on the streets. So vote.
So is this an announcement that you're going to put your hat in the political ring? I'm just wondering, because the soapbox is there, so you might just well go up and make the announcement.
Coming down now, coming down.
This is our politician.
Yes,
Coming down.
Our politician at large.
No, it sounds amazing, as I was saying. It sounds very, very interesting. But I'm also wondering about cost, right? Because I know the people, for example, you say you have a good North American showing. It's almost like a rite of passage for New Yorkers to come to Miami. We know that $1 is $1 in US, but for us with that conversion in the Caribbean, I mean, how much is that going to set us back if we really want to truly experience a Miami Carnival?
Well, the economics are the economics. We know that prices have gone up, shipping has gone up, transportation has gone up. It has had a troubling effect. Even in Trinidad, the prices are very astronomical as far as I can see in terms of mass and so forth. In Miami, we're just a little bit below. We are not at that price range. We are a little bit below. A lot of the costumes are still coming in from China, coming in from various manufacturing places outside of the U.S.
Right.
And coming from Trinidad, actually. We do have bands that are produced here in Trinidad that partake in Miami.
Right. Now, last thing, are you Trini?
I am.
Okay, good. So if I have to go Miami Carnival this year, how much thousands of dollars should I put aside? Because we're talking thousands. How much thousands should I put aside? How should I think about it? Tell me.
You're talking TT or quote US?
Let's talk TT.
TT, all right. You're looking at maybe, I would say about a 20,000.
At 20,000.
Yeah.
And that gives me what? That gives me costume.
Gives you costume.
Yeah.
Give you Juve.
Yes.
It gives you parties, access to the major parties as well, and to all our events.
But it's not accommodation as yet.
It will include some accommodation.
But then is there the opportunity as well to create a package for people who are coming from the Caribbean where it's an all-inclusive? You're getting top fets, you're getting costume, you're getting accommodation. Have you guys looked into that sort of packaging as yet?
Well,
Talk to Crystal.
we have done.
So we have a conversation.
We have done to bridge the gap.
Yes.
So we do offer, actually we offer hotels. We are getting a lot reduced prices with the hotel accommodations and so.
Yeah.
And the rental cars. So that's, the Carnival is doing their part as far as trying to get a more competitive pricing for those that are coming from out of town.
Yeah.
So we have that agreements with hotels and car rentals.
Then go on the website,
Yeah.
And all the information for the partner hotels
Yes.
and the car rentals
It's right there.
is right.
Yeah. No, I hate to bring this up, but I have to. Safety issue, right? For Miami Carnival a year, it was marred by the fact that we lost a life during that carnival season. How can people who are coming into a strange country, maybe for the first time because they want to experience Miami Carnival, how can we be ensured that they're going to be safe, they're going to have a fantastic time, and return home to their families?
This is where I wish Marlon was here. No, well, I mean, you mentioned the tragic loss of a life, and our hearts go out to the family and stuff. But that was a true accident. That was not anything that was from mischief behavior. So safety is paramount. We've always taken safety, seriously. That particular reveler dropped her phone and it went under the truck. And, instead of getting the proper help to retrieve the phone, she just took it upon herself to go and get the phone. And unfortunately, lost her life in the process of doing that. So, but our safety, even during COVID, we've always been, the leader when it comes to safety. During COVID mitigation, we spent, in excess of $300,000 just to make sure that we created a safe environment for our patrons. So the safety net, underground, above the air, the undercover, law enforcement officers, we thank them, tremendously. There's a lot that goes into it, just like the Super Bowl, where you have layers and layers of security. So the folks can come to Carnival, feel safe. The parade route is contained, it's fenced off, and there's layers of security.
So they can be ensured that they're safe.
Yeah.
And just before we go, just tell me to get you on social media, it's Miami Broad, and that's it, yeah?
Social media, our Facebook and Instagram is MIABRO Carnival. The website, MiamiCarnival.com.
Yes.
All the information is there, and of course, when you go to the website, you can jump off to all the different social media platforms.
Nice.
With LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook,
You're
Instagram.
all over.
And
all over.
And the bands also on there. The Juve
Nice.
bands and the mass bands.
All
are
the
also on there.
bands, everything's on the website.
Yes. Well, gentlemen, let me thank you so much for coming in this morning. Of
Yes,
course, Miami
Kimberly.
Carnival is happening at the end of this year. Who knows if I'm going to be there, but that's a separate conversation. We're going to have so much more coming up on the Now Morning Show.
Show me your hand. Show me your whoa. All I know is pace. Feathers rough like sea. Going out all night, no go home before 3. When one fed done, we start a soak a spray. So we go with way. You know, ask why we no question mark, we take why with apostrophes. Get gal with more lyrical content than Socrates. She coulda